Hello everybody, my name is Shammy112, also known as Alex, and what we'll be talking about today is something I've been noticing a lot more of. And no, I don't mean about all the hats and the lack of updates that have been plaguing the game as of late. What I'm going to be talking about is the Deadbringer. Now you may be asking yourself, why talk about it now? It's years old, so why discuss it now? Well, personally, I want to give my own opinion on the Deadbringer, as well as talk about the change that Valve is wanting to add, and what would I do to the change myself. Now, I'm just going to get this out of the way really quickly here. This video is 100% biased. There's going to be nothing from that bigger YouTubers have said, but this is just all from my personal own experiences. So, without the way, let's get started. So, we all know how the Deadbringer works. It's an unlockable weapon for the spy that allows him to fake his death after taking a single point of damage from any source, be it a sentry gun or soldier's rocket, as well as give him a speed boost that activates for the next few seconds during his cloak. So, with these stats, you're probably thinking, oh yeah, this seems like a pretty good weapon. I mean, you can fake your death, people won't know where you're going, and you get a little speed boost to get away faster, right? Right? Now, that's where you would be wrong. You see, there's only 3 glaring weaknesses of the Deadbringer, which are really minor in general. Those being, when you decloak, you make a massive, a big electronic sound that everybody can hear from hell, even across the map. Another one being that you cannot pick up ammo while being cloaked. And the last one is that you can't use your cloak on will. Like, you can't cloak and then get away and stay hidden for a long time. You have to be out in combat, basically. But what's the big problem, though? These seem like some pretty good trade-offs, right? You're not being able to be noticed pretty easily after decloaking, and not being able to cloak on will, being sneaky and all that. What's the big problem, right? The big problem with it is that it's very easy to abuse constantly. All a spy really has to do is just go to another ammo pack once his cloak runs out, and bam, you can use his cloak again. Which allows a spy to be extremely annoying and get away with so many things that he should not have been able to get away with in the first place. Now, Valve, in a recent blog post, proposed a change to the Deadbringer that made this part less abusable by just completely removing all ammo pickups from it. But in all honesty, that doesn't change a thing. All it does is just decrease this annoyingness and getting away with stuff by just a little bit. What the Deadbringer was originally supposed to be used for was to fake his death to play mind games with people that thought he was dead, reset, and try again. But how it's actually used is just an easier to use cloak to quickly get behind enemy lines and be the most annoying person ever. Now, hear me out. This is just from my own personal experiences with having to deal with 5 spies on the enemy team who are just, just walking around and then all of them having the Deadbringer and just being extremely annoying, and once one is dead, another one just pops out of nowhere. It's just a personal problem, but now I know this isn't a problem for everybody. Everybody has their own ways of dealing with Deadbringer spies, but I think we could change the Deadbringer to be a little bit more of that original purpose. What I propose is that the Deadbringer should only be used at a certain threshold of health, so to say. Like, say you can only use it at about half health, and then you can use it and then run away. It's still keeping the changes that they were proposing, but also adding an extra limitation to it. So spies cannot just easily abuse it, and then they can just use it for its original purpose, which is to go in, reset after getting dead ringed, and then get back into the fight. Now, I know that my changes aren't going to be looked at all by Valve themselves, but I'm just wanting to give my 2 cents on this, because I love this game. I love seeing this, but there's stuff like this that are minor that I would like to see improved on. The Deadbringer is just a small part, because the Deadbringer just makes the game more frustrating, It makes a match a lot more frustrating than it needs to be, because there's that one spy who knows how to use it extremely well. We've all had that spy. He's just coming out of nowhere. He's just always apparently dead. You think you kill him, but then the next second he's just back with full vengeance and kills you with a backstab. And he's just a god with it, apparently. He can just get away with so much with so little effort. Which I think that is a not fun thing to fight against. Nobody likes fighting against a spy with a Deadbringer who knows how to use it and abuse it. So that's why I was proposing these changes, and also why I'm discussing this right now. The Deadbringer definitely needs to be changed. It's not an important thing, but I know a lot of people also hate fighting against it. because no, it's not a fun thing to fight against when you're constantly getting annoyed and thinking that the guy is dead, but then just coming back a few seconds later after he should have been dead in the first place, and then just coming back and backstabbing you. Like I said, these are just personal problems and my own personal opinions on the Dead Ringer. So, with that all out of the way, I thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.